Hello everybody, my name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Hollow Knight Silksong. Last time, we finished our climb up Mount Fae. That really is probably my favorite section of parkour in the entire game. Like, that section's really cool. It's a challenging parkour section, though, but it's just a very different feel from everything else. Anyways, at the top, we met a giant moth-like creature. I'm assuming it was some sort of fey creature, as the mountain name implies. And because of that, we now have the Fey Down Cloak, which gives us immunity to the cold damage and our double jump, finally. So, in turn, we used that to go get the map for Bile Water. We went to the area in Sinner's Road we couldn't get that had the failed chefs, I believe is what they were called, or something like that. And that actually gave us one of the next ingredients for this, which means we're just missing the crust nut now. So that's all well and good. Now we have a couple different options. Continue exploring Bile Water, or we go into one of the entrances above Coral Chambers. There's that up there, and then there's the rooms in the Blasted Steppe. I'm not entirely sure which one I want to do first. I'm kind of tempted to finish exploring areas we've seen before going over to new stuff. Bile Waters, despite the fact that we have a lot of it filled out on the map, I still consider a new area, so I'm a bit hesitant to do that one first. Same with the areas above Coral Chambers. I think we're going to return to Blasted Steppes first, especially since I'm so close to it, because I was on my way back up to the chef to see the hint for the last ingredient again, when I ran into our friend here, which is the Green Prince we saved from the prison in the Sinner's Road.
I'd hoped to never step these hateful halls, yet here I stand, as all those hapless bugs before.
You've journeyed far from that damp cell, tall bug. If you would oppose the minions of the Citadel, you have my respect.
Humph, then we share a rare stance, warrior. Few others seem possessed of will enough to resist. So many weak minds, drawn up and strung, in love with the great golden leech atop their lands.
Farewell, tall bug, until we cross again.
Or until death calmly claims us both.
Okay, cool. So just, I hadn't spoken to him before. I had no idea what he was going to say. He was just saying hi to an old friend, I guess. Anyways, I guess I'm going to go this way through here, bench up, and get some silk back. And then I'm going to continue on to the chef. Okay, here we are back again. Sir, I bring ingredients for this dish.
At last my master is withering away from hunger. Let us see what gifts you bring. Pickled muck maggot. So that vanished chef's recipes outlived them after all.
Not so, sir. I claimed the maggot from the chef themselves. Their brutish work continued, even with their shell claimed by cursed thread.
Incredible! A bug so devout they could cook with mind expunged. The Citadel was far too hasty to expel such brilliance. You dally still. If you wish to earn your reward, you should be hunting down those ingredients. Or do you need directions from a serving bug with some experience? To season a meal such as this, only a crust nut will do. Once scores of them could be gathered high atop those coral-crusted caves beyond the Grand Gate. Surely some must still grow within that sand-ravaged land.
Okay, cool. So, we have seen that hint before, I just didn't remember it. The sand-ravaged area above the Grand Gates, that makes me think Blasted Steppes. That's the area we've seen super sandy stuff in. But that's either something we missed in Blasted Steppes, or that is something new in the area above it, because there is an entrance there. So, I guess Blasted Steppes is a good place to go next, because that's probably tied to the chef quest, and attached to some new stuff to explore. So I'll see you over there. It's going to take me a bit to get back to the way station. Okay, we're back here. Almost forgot to mention that between episodes, I did do some grinding for shells and rosaries, so we're back up to full on those. And also, this is the Grand Bellway. There's an item up there, but as far as I can tell, I can't reach it. The only thing that I could think of from right here that would be an up way to go get it would be this thing above the elevator, and as far as I can tell, that's not actually an entrance or anything. So there must be another entrance somewheres off the right, maybe attached to that entrance above us that we can't get into right now. But we'll come back to that later. Anyways, the Blasted Steppes. Do I want to head right to try and figure out that entrance over there again? Or do I want to head down and see if there's anything I missed in those other rooms? Or to see if anything has changed since we've changed acts? Because I haven't actually returned here since. Heading back to check for hidden stuff or new stuff, or heading forward off to the right, or to the left rather. Let's check this doorway over here that we couldn't get working before. Because actually with double jump we can explore this section a little bit easier, I think. As I can just ignore most of this and just double jump past like the enemies and some of these. So, yes, I can skip large sections of this whole parkour section now. Doesn't look like there's anything up there. Still nothing up there as far as I can tell. And I can just go like this and well, we're up here again. Yeah, we can just skip most of the parkour in this section now. And this is definitely where that's... Wait, no, it's not. The second door's off to the right a little ways. It's not this. What is said second door, then? It should be right above us. But as far as I can tell, there's nothing there. And even if there was, it's nothing that I can actually reach. Yeah, I don't understand this one. There's definitely a door here somewheres, but as far as I can tell, you can't access it. You must have to break it from the other side, but usually that would leave it closed off on this map and have you open it up from the other side, and then it would appear. So I don't know. Unless I'm missing something, there's something that we're just gonna have to come back for. So I guess it's just continuing off on the left side there, heading back to the room where we saw the gambler who gave us the dice, and going up into that entrance that we saw someone go up to, but we need double jump to follow him. So, sure, let's get to it. Hello, Bell Beast. Let's head down first. Double jump is going to make this area so much nicer, avoiding all the worms. Let's see, is our gambler friend still here, or... Nope, our gambler friend is gone now. Is there... Yeah, it looks like our gambler friend is just gone and nothing has changed in this room. Where was that boss fight we accidentally went into and then automatically won? Is that the hallway below us, maybe? I don't remember. We should probably head back down there, too. After we do, like, the stuff above us. So, up here... Oh yeah, it's way easier to do a bunch of this stuff now. Yeah, we can still hear someone in here, but now we can follow them. Oh, it's some thieves. Oh, hey, Grindle.
Oi then, what a fancy-prancy bug like... What's a fancy-prancy bug like you creeping into Grindle's cozy little nook for? Heard we had some nice stuff, did ya? Oh ho ho, all kinds of tasty goodies find their way here, that's for sure.
I care little for how you procured your goods, thief. If you have something worth trading, I will part with my rosaries.
Well, we never say no to a fair swap, hey. Now take a look at what we've got.
The thief's mark.
Sign yourself as a snitch and scoop up more rosaries from your bested foes. Just watch it when you're snitching that you don't lose some of your own.
Okay, so that's cool.
Basic tools of the job here. Throw your big needle and scratch shiny straight off your target shell.
A spool fragment is great. A psalm cylinder.
Feel like this gleaming spinner I snitched from the big citadel? There's a way to make it sing to you, or so they says.
I want that. I want that. How many rosaries do I have on strings right now? 220, 480. That's 7. Yeah, that's 700. 1191. We have 1191 right now. That's not much. What's highest priority? Extra tools are very important. The psalm cylinder is probably very important for something later on. Spool fragments are super important. I want everything. I don't really have time right now to go grinding. I'm gonna have to go grinding, so getting one of the things that gives us extra rosaries is too important for this, I think. So, I guess I'll just spend all of my rosaries on those two things. because those are high priority if we're gonna need to get so many more. So there's the snitch pick. And I need another 350 for that, so let's go ahead and do this. And that leaves us 100. Yeah, that's probably worth it. My grind spot is pretty good. I can get about 100 in like a minute or two. So that's good. That's going to make it easier to get the extra rosaries, but I am going to have to go grinding. What was up here? Was this just like some rosaries or some shards or something? I don't remember. Ow. So I'm curious where the crossed nut is. I was kind of expecting this to attach to something else. Let's see. I've already read this before. What's with the noise in here? Huh? What was that? We're gonna have to come back to this room for something, apparently, because there's stuff happening in here that wasn't here before. I don't know. And how do I get out from here? What is this? I think this was just for some shards before. This is actually how we... Huh. This feels important, but I have no idea what it's important for. So is that it for... Is that it for this area right now? No idea. That's at least it as far as I can tell up here. There's nothing in that room where our gambling friend was. Nothing above us. The left side's just for Grindel's shop. And... yeah, as far as I can tell, that's everything up here, so maybe I missed something down below in this section. Do I want to head up to... before we go too much further, I am curious how good these rosary grinding tools are, so let's switch over to my rosary grinding set, which is this one. Change out the Thief's Mark. Lose some rosaries on taking damage. That is not great. I don't get many shards from my rosary grind anyways. And this thing, harpoon into foes to steal rosaries and shell shards while causing additional damage. Okay, and that can replace this. Sure. So I'm gonna head up to the Citadel real quick and give these a test. It's just gonna give me it's just gonna take me a little bit. Oh yeah, I'd completely forgotten about this. I was doing grinding up here before and saw that there was a new quest and then forgot. And our merchant friend is missing, so these are related. The lost merchant. Words are hard. Our dear merchant left to scavenge treasures from the Citadel's memoriam. She's been gone far too long. Please make sure she's safe. So, the lost memoriam. That's a new area. I'm going to assume that's the stuff above us, actually. So, let's read up on it. Search for traces of the merchant Jubilana and track her location. Jubilana was last seen near the Citadel's memoriam. Yeah, I'm gonna assume that's one of these areas above us that we can go to, which we can actually reach now with double jump, so... We're gonna continue looking at the blasted steps, but that's something to do next. Hold on. 101. Nothing there. Is that... Ah, I see. Ow. So we can steal... We steal stuff when we do that. That's cool. But every time we take a hit, we're losing 10 rosaries. And now it only gave 28. Why does that feel like it gave less rosaries than it usually does? How did we make out? 125. We only made 24 after beating that thing because I took 2 hits. But I'm getting pretty good at fighting these things and can usually do so without taking some hits if I'm doing it properly. Okay, that's... Ah, what? I got stuck. Oh, really? Stop getting stuck in animations, please. I am not really showcasing how good I'm getting at this grind right now. Okay, that time we actually got extra rosaries than we did before. I don't know. That doesn't seem worth it, because it seemed like it was only giving us 3 rosaries, but the extra ones on kill, if I'm more careful with it and I'm using my actual grinding methods instead of trying to show off, yeah, that's probably going to make getting the rest of those rosaries a bit easier, but it is still going to take some time. You know what, let me give this a more proper test, just on my own. That way I'm not commentating and doing it at the same time, because I'll definitely do better that way. Okay, after more testing, I think I know how this works. So I killed one and went from 250 to 280, but I did take a hit. Normally they give 32, so I only got 30 here. I lost, you lose 10 rosaries when you get hit, but the extra rosaries from this thing gives it an extra 8. So about 33% boost, I'm assuming. So if I take a hit, I'm actually losing more. I'm gaining less, but if I do it flawlessly, I'm getting more. And this thing, basically you steal 3 rosaries from your opponent, but that gets taken out of what you would earn already. So, like, when I steal 3 there, instead of the 42 that I should get from the boosted amounts, instead I get 3 immediately, and then I only learn 39 when the thing dies. So, adding in the thing doesn't really... I don't know. I think having a different one like this would be better for... I don't know. So they're both good. This one is better if you're really good and you can do things without taking hits. This one right here is basically just steal some rosaries from a thing if you don't think you can beat it and just run and get some free rosaries without the cost, is basically. Although it also does have a cooldown on it. I can't just like spam it and steal all the rosaries and then flee without killing a thing. You do basically, you're still only going to get partial rosaries after killing something. Anyways, little test, pretty good couple set of tools there. I don't know. When I'm not focused on commentating at the same time, I do real good with that grind, so maybe. I've gotten to the point where I can go flawless with a full run, like 1 out of every 3 tries. So, maybe. It's probably worth it. Anyways, back over to the blasted steps then. Okay, I'm back down here in the blasted steps. I managed to make it to this entryway, almost die, and then let me through. These little sniper bugs are so annoying. Like, there's one right here. I made it right here, lost my safety mask, and then just went back to start. Anyways, definitely looks like there's something above us. Oh, hello, new. So, this is where we killed the first conch fly thing.
Oh, welcome, Miss Grown-Up. Come to inspect the red rocky creatures like new. We have found a very big one. Fresh but not too fresh.
A pair of beasts attacked me here, burrowing through their stone with their spiral shells. I cut this one down and the other fled.
Ooh, ma, really? You wishes that she had the pair. She could have studied much. Unlucky to miss such a big feast of learnings. She and her, like, have red rocky shells to protect their softnesses. Inside is very sweet. Very hard to crack them open, though, so it's best to wait. It's always best to wait.
Okay, then. New is something. What was over the rest of the way over here? I don't remember. I could have made... I think I made it this far. I've made it to this other room, but I don't remember what this said room is. I don't... Aha! I see why I don't remember what this is, because I couldn't actually explore most of it at the time. Oh. Yep, this is some sort of progression. Yeah, it looks like it just ends over there, so we can make it up here. Aha, and there's a house. And wonder whose this is. A rest spot and a speaking spot. Is this person actually asleep? Sorry to wake you. The pinstress.
So rude to raise a pinstress from their deep meditation. You carry on with that kind of brash behavior and you're likely to be struck quite quick through.
I am surprised to find a bug of sound mind alive in such an inhospitable place. You are a warrior learned in the blades of this land.
Aye, a pinstress. Your needle there might fit you fair, strange as it is and all, but it's the pin that the glorious weapon. But it's the pin that's the glorious weapon of Farloom. Given I'm now awake, maybe you'd fancy a little training? Care to test the power of a pinstress? Might be even this old master could show you a thing or two.
Train with pinstress? Yes, please.
Old choice, Needlebug. Let's get our shells a-shaken.
Okay. Oh, this is cool. Training montage. Learned the needle strike. Hold square, charged power in the needle, then releases deadly as a deadly attack. Cool.
How grand to face an opponent with a bit of energy. You're a skilled one, clear enough. I hope my training has granted some insight.
Oh, that's cool. I need to test that with all the different ones, because obviously it's going to work differently for each loadout. So that was just cool with the architect. Is there a charge? Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any charged air attack. That makes sense. Didn't really expect it, but figured I'd try it. The Beast is kind of a rough one. I haven't been using it. Wanderer. Let's try the Reaper, because that's my other go-to. Okay, that's cool. I don't know, that charge attack, at least for those two. Let's try the charged Hunter. Oh, that one's kind of cool. Thankfully, I can move while charging up. Yeah. Hopefully there's something to make the charge attack go a little bit faster, because I have a feeling I'm not going to get to see much use of that one if I'm not prepared for it. It does look very cool, and it feels like it should be pretty powerful. It's just gonna take some getting used to for me to actually use it. Is there actually anything else, or is that just a fast way back? It looks like it sort of just ends here. Ah, dang it. I'm gonna double check, though. Does this just go over to the pinstress? It kind of seems like it. Yeah, it looks like it just roofs off up there. Oh, hold on. So up here, and it continues onward up, and then we go over here. I probably should have benched while I was at the pinstress's house right there. That's gonna be a bit of a rough one. But now we have double jump, so it's actually possible. Up here, grab the wall again. I definitely could have made that without that, but oh well. Oh wait, no, there could have wall jumped that too. Okay, that's just outside of reach of a wall jump, so we'll have to go this way around. Although double jump is cool. The animation for the double jump happened, but not the double jump itself, so I took a hit there. Up here. Okay. Not very good, but worked. Inspect. Coral sways, clear water flows upon our river free of time. Okay, cool. I like the little lore bits, although most of them are currently going over my head. And where are we? New area entirely. The Sands of Karak. Oh, that's cool. Is this limited time, though? Yes, it is. Oh, that was accidental, but cool. Aw, that charge attack feels pretty cool, actually. Coral Firm. Dark-furred bug protecting itself with a spiked coral nut. Cool. Yeah, we're gonna have to defeat the other great conch fly. That is not surprising. What's up here? Ow, those are all spikes. Don't... I probably should have seen that coming. I am enjoying those little parkour things. Those are cool. Those are fun. This is usually not my go-to for parkour, so it's strange that I'm doing so well. Aw, it's... Okay, I was not prepared for that. Maybe I will have to switch out, because I was just about to say, I'm surprised I'm doing so well with the parkour here. Oh, hold on. I actually can use up here as well. And this is going to do this. Oh, that's just to get it back. I can definitely just jump over here and take the memory lockets. Ow, as if you weren't annoying enough. Now you've got... What? That's not how physics for that bounce should have worked. What are you... Okay, then. Oh, well. Trying to make our way back up there. Thankfully, it's not too bad. Next time I take a death, I might end up having to switch over to our other... to the Reaper one. Because I am not that used to parkour with the Architect crest right now. But I can make it back up here pretty safely. This section's not too bad, assuming I time my jumps correctly. I should have dashed there to be safe. Oh, cool. That worked perfectly fine. And we're back into the sands of Karak. Cool. Where are they in here? Here's one. Just like so. Cool. I don't actually need to fight that thing. I can just avoid it. And up here. This will get us our way back up here to go get our silk. Ow, those have spikes on the bottom. I didn't realize. Up here, like so. I'm enjoying this section so far. It's a tough, challenging parkour area, but not too bad. So far, I'm I can just barely make that, and now I'm over here. This is where we were. I'm liking the parkour of this section. The mountain was definitely the better parkour section, though. I don't think anything's going to top that for a favorite parkour in the game. Just make it over here, please. Oh, no. Cool. Just rush it. I knew that was gonna happen too. Now I have to do it in reverse, and I've used up all of my silk for the grappling hook. This is pretty rough. Okay, just don't jump then, Hornet. You have a double jump, but just don't jump, I guess. Cool. I'll see you back up there. And as I said, change back over to our parkour crest. This is a fun challenge. I'm enjoying this one. I'm just going to need to get some work done in here, I guess. And everything's flying, so attacks aren't even going to be useful. I'll see you back up there. Okay, I've made it back here. Nowhere near safely, though. I heal up here. Cool, so... Not at full health, but definitely could have been worse, so... We're up back here. Come on. Dang it. How am I going to deal with this thing? Gotcha, cool. Now, I need to keep this thing alive and not drop it in. I need to... Come on. This thing really wants to go for swimming with some worms. Oh, come on. Okay, just enough. We're full health. Cool. Jump up here. Fall back down. Ah, come on, glide, please, Hornet. Okay, safe. Cool. I'm hoping that we don't have to go too much further for a bench in here, because we need something to make this area a bit nicer. Okay, this thing's fine. This thing's not a sniper. This thing's just gonna... I didn't realize that wall was spiky. Aha, we have chakra. We have evidence of a chakra. Hello, my friend. I wish you had a bench in here with ya, but I'll settle for just saying hi.
That's fine.
Fair greeting, chakra, in these drifts consumed by crust and sand. These caverns have returned to nature, but I see evidence of bold structures buried throughout. The shells of their builders rest in a tower above. A grand tribe they seemed, and strong fighters, I'm sure. Alas, they exist now only as hardened husks. Lament, child wielding needle. We lived too late to match their claws. The Sands of Karak map. Thank you very much. I really should buy these things from her eventually, but I have better things to spend rosaries on. Anything else in this room? It seems like there should be something up there, but there's not. So obviously the important thing is up and to the left there. Like, that's a given. We can also continue right here. Definitely want to get some rosaries and definitely would love a bench. I meant silk, not rosaries. Okay. That was a danger spot. This thing's not super dangerous. Or at least I don't think it should be. I knew that was gonna happen too. Fall down to where chakra was. Aha, that opened something in the floor, which... What's down here? It continues down. I could still make... Ow. Okay, fall down to the left here, I guess. I can still make my way back up just fine with using all of our tools put together. It continues down. Oh, and we're in the blasted steps. Okay, cool. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted. So now we can bench here. We can return back up to where chakra was and continue exploring the sands of Karak just fine. Very nice. Not exactly where I was expecting this to connect elsewhere. Like, I was expecting this to maybe be the thing by the Grand Gate, but that could be something else entirely still. So up here we go. I can still make this pretty much fine. In fact, I've made this plenty of times before. It's the exact same parkour thing we did earlier. I just know where it goes now. Oh, okay, so we're back in here. Oh, that breakable wall, that wall that did damage to us would literally be broken at any time, and I still took damage to it. Let's see. Thing. Like so. Just outside of reach. I'm holding down, but okay. And up like so. These things are actually pretty good for a silk grind right there. Just some shards. There's definitely something over there, but we want to go this way instead. Oh, that was an enemy? I had no idea what I was looking at for the moment. I got too close to the wall. This connects back over here. What does this do? And this goes up here. Where exactly? It's a flea, my friend. Aw, you're safe. Really do need to go see the flea caravan, because I have a feeling they're going to move next time we see them. Because we've saved quite a handful of them at this point. And we can continue on. I was considering going back to heal since we're relatively close by to the bench right now, but we're good to go for another moment before needing to. Back over here. Here's where that thing was fought. We go back up here. That's how we got back to there. We're supposed to go up and break this. I'm enjoying this section so far. It could get pretty rough at any given moment, but that's basically that was stupid of me. I feel fine in here. This is a challenging parkour, much like Mount Faye, but I am enjoying it. That's another breakable wall. Those just seem to be everywhere. That's just a sand pit. That's gonna get us killed. So many breakable walls in this area, actually. Going down from here is not a good idea. It doesn't look like there's any way back up. So let's go this way first. Oh, we can't go up and we can't really go down, so I guess this is our only option. Aha, an elevator. Cool, so that's activated. Just ignore those two things for a moment there. What was the point of that? No, get me out of this room. I'm just gonna break all of this stuff. I have a feeling most of it's gonna respawn, though. So rest up, grab a simple key. I don't know if we have another spot for a simple key right now. I think we've opened up everything. Oh, the needle had like a little red mark that there was something new. Oh yeah, the needle strike. So, let's see. So this area is just for a bench. There's a couple breakable things in some of these rooms that just don't appear to do... Hold on. That's where one of the breakable things was. There's definitely some sort of wall up there to grab, but you can also grab that wall, so it might not be anything important anyways. Yeah, it's looking like most of the, a lot of those little nooks and crannies don't really do anything. This continues downward. Definitely looks like it can break some of those. Let's see. Not a breakable wall on this one. This one is, though. And this connects up to some shells. It's one of these, shell bug things. I'm not gonna kill those. I'm not gonna kill that, because I don't think those respawn. Or at least I haven't seen them respawn. Although I've only ever seen one of those things before. I don't need the shells. I'm not gonna kill it. That's all fine. This connects... aha! I knew it was gonna connect up here. It was just a question of where exactly and how. So there's that. We now have free reign back through wherever we want in the Grand Gate going through the Sands of Karak. Or free reigns through the Sands of Karak going wherever we want in the Blasted Steps. I guess it goes both ways. So this goes back up. And looking at the time, I should probably go bench and end off, because I am kind of out of just time to record anyways. So next time we'll see what else the Sands of Karak has for us. This is like ravaged sandlands above the Grand Gate, so I have a feeling this might be where the last food piece is. Oh yeah, that's a big missing spot of the map finished off. There's got to be a fast travel thing in this location, because if we went to the fast travel map, which I can't actually access from here, but I could from the Blasted Steps, there's like this big web of connections everywhere. I'm going to assume that the amount of spaces on that is the amount of locations that have fast travel locations, and I think there's only 5 missing. I'm going to assume the Sands of Karak has one. Probably not the Mist. That area feels different, but there's the area up from there, so that's probably 2. And I'm assuming there's other areas we're still missing, so yeah, we're very quickly running out of locations in the game, I think, as soon as we finish exploring these. And also, I'd wanted to go back down into that area where the bench is in the Blasted Steps, but I completely forgot. And depending on how long it takes us to finish off the Sands of Karak, we'll do that too. But anyways, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody. I want to thank everyone one more time for watching, and a special thank you to the channel members. Yamato Tanagura, Goddess of the Star-Filled Void, and the Phantom Knight. Thank you three so much for the extra support. So for real now, take care, everybody.